good day to you all. Welcome back to One Shot, the show where we have only one camera, no editing, but 100% Gert Hemming and Sean David. How you doing, Gert?
100%, like you say.
100% wonderful. Now, since we're both Europeans, obviously we have a big piece in our heart for the European guys in the NBA. And in today's episode, we wanted to talk about who we think was the best, or if Luka Doncic is the best European player ever.
Well, I can say, loudly and clearly, no.
Oh, that's surprising. How come?
What is surprising? The loudly and clearly, or
yes.
that I find him not?
Yes, the loudly and clearly.
Well, look, I'm not saying that he can't become, but it's just the tenure of 2 years or a year and a half really is. It's just too short of a period, too little of a database to draw conclusions upon.
You think you haven't seen enough of Luka to make a...
I think I have, but I don't want to come across as, arrogant and know-it-all. But no, I think it's just too short of a time. There's too many European players that have played 5, 10, 12 years in the league. That have proven it year after year after year after year. And to be frank, let's start. I use the word proven. But what has Luka proven us for?
Okay, I've never seen a European player that was that good in his second year, especially when we compare guys like, for example, Dirk Nowitzki, who's in the conversation, Tony Parker. They all needed some time. Even Drazen Petrovic, they needed some time before they turned into NBA stars. And with Luka, his rookie season was great, and in the second season, averaging like 30 points per game, and he's already playing now as if he was like a 10-year vet.
Look, it's a different time also. The first one, you mentioned some names. The one that was in the NBA, the first is Drazen Petrovic. Yeah? It's two things there. He was breaking barriers to where NBA execs as well as coaches were not used to European players yet. What they were used to from Europe were 7-footers. But guards, they weren't used to that at all. They had to adjust and conform to the fact that possibly Europeans smaller than 195 centimeters could actually play, meaning guards. Yeah, so he had that whole struggle in Portland. When he then went to the Nets, there he came into an environment where he got a chance at least, and he was great. Yeah. Also, that period there was relatively short.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, sadly, as a matter of fact. So, okay, then I think also in that same category, although differently, we can throw Dirk a little bit. He came in young, but what's different here is that he's a big, and the NBA was used to European bigs already. But he was not playing as a big.
Yeah, he was playing different.
Yeah, differently from all the other European bigs before him. So, plus he was, very, very young. And that same thing happened with Tony Parker. Point guards, he went through all sorts of barriers. Now, Luka comes in size-wise bigger than any guard that has come into the game from the European competition in an environment or an era where it's completely accepted, the European play. And that's the biggest differences then, I think. But let's look at somebody else from Europe that came into the league where it was more accepted, and
Giannis.
Giannis, exactly. I think we should not say yet that Luka is a better European player than Dirk Nowitzki. No chance.
Oh, and that's okay. Yeah. Okay.
He may be, or he may become better.
And that's the thing. If you would have asked me 4 years ago, to me, Dirk was the best European player that ever played in the NBA, and I never would have assumed that anybody soon will beat him for that title.
I don't think he's beat yet. Giannis is maybe has Giannis overtaken him with 2 MVPs?
If Giannis wins one single championship, then yes. But the way Dirk Nowitzki played in the finals, where it was in 2011, he was in the Larry Bird, Michael Jordan category in that final series, and.
In that category where Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, in 10 years, he was there in 3 weeks, you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Look at this.
Look, German, Dutch, we have this thing going. But go ahead. No, look, I'm telling you, your Lance, your countrymen Dirk Nowitzki. For me, at this point, it's between him and Giannis. Why? But I think Dirk, because of the championship. Yeah. If Giannis never wins a championship, but it keeps accumulating MVPs, how many MVPs does somebody have to win to cancel out one championship?
4.
4.
Yeah, so you heard, that's the official number, 4.
So, okay, listen. So that would mean then, for you, the best European is
Giannis.
to ever play. No.
Would be Giannis then. If Giannis
but
would
now,
have,
at this point,
now,
Dirk.
Dirk, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
So that means that answers our question about Luka. He's not the best European player ever to play in the NBA.
Okay, so let's rephrase everything.
Okay.
But Luka has the potential.
That's a completely different question.
But definitely has the potential to become the best European player ever.
I'm sorry. That's a completely different question. That's why I said loudly and, what did I say? Loudly and clearly. One of these two.
Loudly and extra loudly, yeah.
Yeah, something. Okay, that's why I could say that immediately.
Okay, if I would have to rank now, as it is right now, I would have Dirk Nowitzki, Giannis because of his 2 MVPs.
I agree.
And this hurts, but I would have Luka ahead of Drazen, because Drazen never would have been that good as Luka Doncic is right now.
More versatile.
Yeah. Then I have Arvidas Sabonis.
Great. Yeah.
And then I have Detlef Schrempf. No, sorry, Tony Parker. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Tony Parker. Then Detlef Schrempf
Manu?
is Argentinian.
Yeah. Oh. I was about to say so.
Who doesn't know that Argentina is not in Europe?
Sorry about that. No, good. And any other Frenchmen? There's about 10, 15 of them.
Yeah, who would you have in mind?
Yeah, nobody that's in that level, right? Okay.
Who you got? In your top 6?
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
And that's why I could so easily say the original question, no, loudly. Yeah, because there's 2 guys ahead of him. Now, potentially, I think Luka, I don't know if Luka can take over a Giannis, though, because he's a couple of steps ahead.
Yeah, but that...
Both of them.
Giannis was not as good in that age. When Giannis was 19, he was not doing the same damage as Luka is doing right now.
And both of those guys, meaning Giannis and Luka, were better at an earlier age than Nowitzki.
Yes, so and that's scary.
Yeah, and that can accelerate if they stay healthy. Knock on wood, they could become number 1 and 2. But Nowitzki still holds that crown, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you guys, your turn. Please post underneath the comments, who do you think is the best European player ever, and can Luka Doncic become the best European ever? All right, enough said. See you next time on One Shot.
There you go. All right, good one.